Hi, this is Maria Estevez from Cinerama, Spain. I would like to start asking you in this wonderful exploration of American culture that you do through one character. What it was the most important details that you didn't want to left out?
I mean, Maria, it's exactly that. It's almost impossible to imagine how much life Elvis Presley lived in such a short time. And there are, as you know, there are almost like three Elvises. There's this young rebel who's caught in the middle of this big cultural crossfire, growing up in one of the few white houses in the black community. As we know, no black music, no Elvis. And then there's this Colonel Tom Parker, realized by Tom Hanks, and such an enormous character this Tom Parker is. And then, he takes him away and puts him in the army and comes back. And then there's Hollywood Elvis. And then he's kind of trapped, and then he fights back. And then in Vegas, he's caught in a trap and he can't get out. The colonel's signing him to, in a way, to be imprisoned in this golden cage. So there are so many things that I would love to have put in as well, but I had to keep it on point about the larger idea. And that's the idea, the struggle between Elvis, the soul, who was such a spiritual and vulnerable person, even though he was so gifted and talented and such a beyond star, he was like a kind of child inside, like he's so vulnerable. And I think that's why there's so much emotion for the movie at the end. You want to throw your arms around him and protect him. And then you have Colonel Tom Parker. If Elvis is the soul, then Parker is the cell. He's that American thing of roll up, folks, get your tickets, let me put your face on everything. How many dollars can I squeeze out of this unusual, shy, but beautifully gifted child? How many ways can I exploit him? And that tension is the movie. So I had to make the choices based on that. I didn't fear any of the other things. There's parts of Elvis's life that would have been good to sort of get in. But everything in the movie, there's a reference for, even though I had to change time and geography sometimes.
How much you have to be in sync with the family and the rights? Because I mean, they said in Cannes that they embraced this movie,
Yes.
right? And you.
Yes.
So how much you
Yeah.
count on them? Sorry.
They weren't consulting on the film at all. I met with them because how could I not? And then we lost contact actually because I had to go to Australia and the pandemic came. And I want to share with you, Maria, that Priscilla was rightly vocal that she was worried what I was going to do. And I was so nervous when I finished the rough cut and I had to screen it for them. I had to know what they thought. And when I rang, because I was in a plane, and the security guard who was filming was crying, I said, "Did Priscilla leave?" And she said, "No, she's in there still crying." And I got a letter that to this day I treasure. And the letter said, all my life I've had to put up with people looking in my face, impersonating my husband. He said, "I don't know how you did it. I don't know where Austin came from, but every wink and move. But more than that, the soul of my husband. If my husband was here, he would say, 'Hot damn, you are me.'" Same with Lisa Marie. I mean, that was an emotional day that I cried too. And to think that one day we all end up down in Graceland as a home and having a barbecue with their young twins and Riley and being embraced by the family. Like that meant the world. It meant everything. To me, they are somewhat American royalty. And to me, I'm glad to see that they're being embraced again because they are really wonderful people.